Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you are. My name is Betty Small, and my page is Learn and Grow with Betty Small. I hope you all are doing okay. I know this is not my page, but I have the privilege to be on Ama Manson Network. Yay! And I don't take that lightly. So, yes, I am so thankful for this opportunity to be here at such a time like this and to have Coach Amma with me and take me on this journey. So, for those of you who are Amma's followers, you know this is a new page that she's starting. It's called Ama Manson Network. And she's going to be doing this both on Facebook and on YouTube. So please let the other people know that are on the regular page so they can join us on this Ama Manson network so that we can all grow together. So today, I wanted to tell you all a little bit about me and what I'm going to be doing on this network for the opportunity that I have been given. So, I have been given an opportunity here to help me grow. Yes, thank you, Coach Alma. And also to as a chance to get to interact and know this whole thing works. So I am very thankful for that opportunity. So I want to tell you what I'm gonna be doing here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we'll be here and we'll be talking about different subjects. So you can follow for whichever subject interests you. So some of the subjects that we're going to be talking about include wellness and good health, eating healthy, exercise, what that looks like. We are going to be talking about the importance of having a coach. Yes. The nursing career in the US for those who are interested in migrating to the US for a nursing career, or for those who are looking to transition into nursing if you're in another career. I could be able to tell you a thing or two because I've been a nurse here in the US for about 13 years. And then we'll also talk about youth relationships. The last time I was on my page, I did tell you all, yes, I am a mother, I am a wife, I am a daughter, I am a friend to somebody. So, yes, I'm married. I've been through the stage of having friendships with the opposite sex and courting and finally getting married. So, for those of you who may be interested in that subject, how to navigate some of those waters, you will enjoy this show. We will also talk about some financial tips, things that can get us propelling to get us in a better place financially now and in the years to come. And then I forget one more item. The last item, no, I think that's all. We're going to talk about health and wellness, the importance of having a coach, nursing career in the US, youth relationships, and finally, financial tips. So, those are the items that we will be talking about in this forum by me on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, so if you are interested in any of those areas, please come and join so that we can all learn and grow together. So, like I said today, I'm pretty much going to do an intro session. I'm not going to get into any of those topics. We will start that on Thursday. But today, I just want to tell you what it means for me to have Amar Manson in my life. So, to start with, I was in a point in my life, let's say the last 5 months, I have been looking to make some changes in my life. I was looking to make changes in my career, make changes in my health, make changes in terms of my finances and all that. And I was searching, praying and searching and hoping that I can meet somebody that can help me to spring forward to spring forward in terms of all these areas that I was having challenges with. And I'm sure most of you probably met Amma around the same time. So this is the time when our young girl in California, Cora Obidi, was going through some marital issues. And so the internet was talking about it all over, everybody. And so I just happened to come across Amma one day and I just loved her perspective. I loved the way the words flowed out of her mouth. I loved the way she presented her ideas, and it wasn't like she was either for Cora or the ex husband. She just presented the facts just the way they are. And it's not even about them, it was more about what lessons can we learn for ourselves, our family members, so that we don't get ourselves in similar circumstances. So I couldn't stop watching after that. I started watching one show after another, and then I started digging more shows behind where she had done on different topics, and I was completely glued on her. And so in the search, in my search of trying to find somebody that can help me to figure out some of these areas that I had issues with, she just happened to be the right person that fell in that spot. So without wasting much time, I was like, heaven spoke to me and I knew this is the person that I need to get in touch with. So yes, I got in touch with Amma and I can tell you my life has changed since then. Yes. Why am I saying so? Because I would never have been on Facebook before doing any live or any kind of business. I never knew that actually people make money on Facebook. I never knew that there's a lot of things that you can do with Facebook, and not just Facebook, but all these other medias. Um, so it has taken a lot for me to be here, and most of it, the grooming has been done by Ama. And so I encourage for those of you who watch Ama is all about progress, the progressive idea. If you want to make progress in your life, Ama is the person to watch. I believe most of you actually watch her for that. She does have videos here and there, lifestyle and entertainment, but mainly she's all about how do you make progress in your life? How can you get your life better from point A to point B? Okay. So that is why I fell in love with her, and I have been on her camp ever since, and I'm not going anywhere. And see where I am. So, yeah, for those of you who still second guess yourselves, like, ah, you know, you just watch her and don't take any action, I would urge you to take action and you will see how much that will make a difference in your life. Okay. I'm not here to sell her or anything. I'm just saying what knowing her has done to me. It's kind of like when people get saved and they can't stop talking about Jesus, that kind of a thing. So in this case, yes, Amma has done tremendous things in my life, which this is not the end of it. This is just but the beginning, and it's a continuous working process. So I am up to the challenge, and I'm willing to do everything and anything so that I can progress and make those changes that I want in my future. So, like I said, I met Amma at the right time. And so it has helped me in the last few months to rearrange and reorganize some things in my life so that I can be in a better place. You know, next month, next year, 5 years to come, my life will definitely not be the same. So I want to talk about a few things that have changed for me since I met Amma. Okay. What have I learned so far? The first thing that I've learned is the mindset shift. You cannot progress and not have a mindset shift. If you stick with your old mindset, of how you do your job, how you work, how your friends and the time management and all that, you will not be able to go anywhere without a doubt. So one of the things that you would have to really, really, really work on is your mind. You have to have a shift in your mind in terms of what can I do to make the progress that I want. And one of the mind shifts things for me that happened is the fact that you have to spend in order for you to grow. Okay. I attended college, I went to university, I finished my college and degree and paid my dues and I was like, "Oh, I'm done. I have a job, I just need to grow up in the ladder and get certifications and I'm good." But I've realized even after all these years with the effort that I've put in and everything that I've done, I don't think there's been much of a change. And even if there has been, I am not very excited about it. I'm not too crazy about it. So that is the reason why I was looking for a change. And so here I am having to shift my mind like, okay, Betty, you have to spend money. If you have to move forward, you have to spend money in terms of learning new material, in terms of different courses and seminars and stuff that you have to attend so that your mind can be adjusted so that you can view your future in a different format. Okay. The other thing that I learned was that you also have to go on a personal development journey. I used to hear people throw this word out there all the time. You have to go on a I'm on a personal development journey. And I used to wonder like personal development. Okay. All right. It's your journey. So I didn't care to know what it was. But recently, when I started this journey, I've come to understand what personal development is. Personal development is the growth that you get within yourself by you working on yourself. Okay. So we're talking about getting rid of some of the belief systems that we have, you know, things like, for example, let me see one thing. What we think about failure, what we think about when we look ourselves like we are victims. And these are some of the things that Amma has talked about in her is one of the courses that she has done on personal development. So I already bought that and I already went through it. And yes, it has changed me inside out. Am I completely done? No, I'm still a work in progress and I'm still working on the personal development so that I can be a better person. I can be in a better place going forward. Okay. So some of the things that she talks about in the personal development is having a renewal of your mind, which is the mindset shift. She talks about drawing a line under your past. You know, what has happened in the past has happened already. So what can you do now to make now and going forward better for yourself? Okay. We have to stop being reactive to situations and be proactive. So instead of waiting for something to happen and then for you to start thinking, oh, okay, what am I going to do to fix this? Yeah, so that is what we call being reactive. So, but proactive, on the other hand, is for you to start thinking about situations and planning in advance so that when that time comes, you're not running around and scrambling for solutions. The other thing is that you have to start thinking anew about failure. Okay. Failure is not the end. Failure is part of the journey for you to get to where you are going or to the expected end that you want to be in. So most people just fail in one thing and they're just like, I give up, or I just want to try this a couple of times. And if it doesn't work, I just, throw in the towel and I'm done. But you realize in this mindset shift, you have to think of failure in different terms. So failure is just part of the journey. So you get up and you try again. You fail, you get up and you try again. You fail, you get up and you try again. Okay. So those are part of the mindset shift that you have to adjust to. The other thing is the importance of having a mentor. And that is one of the subjects that we're going to be talking about um, in my topics on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am one of those people who always thought that I got it. I can read it by myself, I can find it on YouTube, I can, research here and there, and I'm good. But I've come to the realization that we cannot do it by ourselves. Okay, we all need extra help. We all need somebody that can help us make those 20 steps that could have taken you, maybe 10 years. But when you have a mentor, it can take you a year or less, and that goes back to the idea of you having to spend money in order for you to get forward, in order for you to go ahead. Okay. So it is very, very, very important to have a mentor, to have a coach, and also be open to the idea of the fact that with a mentor, you're going to have to incur expenses. Okay. And they go in hand in hand. They go hand in hand. There's no way you're going to be moving forward if you're not doing any of that. The other thing that I want to talk about is the fact that we have to remember that no one is going to do this for us. You, as an individual, have to do the changes that you want in your life for yourself. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Guess what? You are your own rescue. Yep, I had to come into terms with that. We have family members, we have spouses, we have people that we can count on. But at the end of the day, you are your own rescue. Period. So what does that mean? You have to get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, most of us like to stay in our comfort zone, just like to do what we know day in, day out. Nobody wants anything weird or unusual, out of the ordinary coming and messing up their schedule, right? So with this, um, with this personal development and trying to get yourself ahead in life, you have to remember that you're your own rescue, so nobody's going to do it for you. So you have to get that coach, you have to attend those seminars, you have to go for the conferences, you have to get the reading material and whatever else that is going to help you progress ahead. So you have to make yourself first, make yourself a priority, because most of the time, like us mothers, we prioritize our family, we prioritize our kids, we prioritize our husbands, and sometimes we end up putting ourselves in the back burner. So on this journey, you have to learn to put yourself on the front. Okay. I'm not saying that go ahead and drop everything down, but find a system that can cater of all these other things that you need to take you were taking care of before, so you can put yourself in the forefront. Okay, so that you can catapult yourself forward by attending the seminars, talking to coaches and mentors, and anything that is gonna go towards your growth. If you need to go back to school, like me, I need to go back and do my master's. I've been saying that since kids started coming in, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, that's one of the things that I have brought from the back burner to the front, and I'm currently working on it. So put yourself first, because remember, you are your own rescue. Okay, if anything were to happen, say for example, you know I thank God for my husband and I thank him for his support, but assuming my husband was not here, okay, yes, we are used to combining our income so we can take care of our family. But assuming he's not here, then what happens? What happens? I'm all by myself. So that's why we talk about the importance of being your own rescue. And that means you have to put yourself in the front. You have to go to school. You have to get the education if you need to get more education. You have to get certifications if you need to get more certifications, or learn other skills that can put you forward and bring you more income. But most importantly, is being able to do investments and diversify so that that money can multiply and do the compound interest thing, so that in the years to come, you and your kids will be well taken care of. All right. The other item is you have to create time. That is another thing that I've learned since I came across Ama. We are always so busy, you know. Like I say, I'm a nurse, so most of the time I'm working 12 hours, and mainly I work nights. Sometimes you have to pick up a second job so that you can supplement the income. But you can imagine, by me working nights and coming, sleeping during the day, you end up disoriented in a way, because by the time you wake up, half the day is gone. There's still laundry to be done, there's food to be cooked, the house cleaning to be done. There is picking up the kids from school, blah, 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 all those responsibilities that come with having kids and running the errands that have to do with it. And so most of the time, by the end of the day, you're tired, and you probably just want to watch a little TV, for those who have a little drink, have a little glass of wine and go to sleep, right? And you wake up in the morning and you're going through the same cycle again. But what I've come to learn is that you have to create time for the things that you consider to be important to you. Okay. And once you realize how important those things are, or how bad you want that progress, or how bad you want that better future, then you are forced to make that time. You have to create that time. No questions. So I've had to write down my activities of the day. If I'm off, like today I'm off, I'll write down from the time I woke up, um, it's say like today I woke up at 5 a.m. And that's another thing actually that we can talk about later. I used to be a night owl. So on the days that I'm not off, I just on the days that I'm off, I used to be at home and everybody will go to sleep and I will stay there. I may read a thing or two, but mainly I just used to watch, TV shows, movie or something like that. And I end up going to bed so late, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And so that meant that I slept late towards the morning. And what that meant is that I was not being productive at all, in the morning hours. And so by the time I wake up, everybody's up, there's noise, there's all kinds of things going on, and you can't accomplish much at that time. So one of the things that I've had to adjust is, yep, from a night owl to a morning person. That has not been easy. The process has not been easy at all. But when I realize the benefits that come with it, I don't mind. I shrug myself and I'm just like, okay, Betty, you have to get up. You have to get up because we're working on the better future. So, yes, I got in the 5 a.m. club. So I wake up at 5 a.m. and I have a list of items that I have to do for the day. And like now, I've been up since 5 a.m. It's 10:24 here now. The only thing that I've missed doing since I woke up in the morning that I wanted to do is go for my walk, but I couldn't do it because it was raining this morning. So that has got me thinking, actually, now that fall is coming around, I need to start figuring out what I can do on YouTube so that I can keep up my exercise without necessarily having to go outside. So yes, that is going to be on my to-do list for later. So what I'm talking about is the idea that you have to make time for the things that you want to do to be better. Okay, so you have to take time, first of all, to do a self-evaluation, identify where you are, what are the gaps that you have in your finances, in your career, in your relationships, in all these areas of your life. You have to identify what gaps do you have. And then secondly, how are you going to meet those gaps? Okay, so you have to create the time. The other time that you have to create is for doing your research for what you need to do. Is that Ama? Thank you. Yes, you have to do a self evaluation. Secondly, you have to do some research of where you can get that information that you are missing, the gaps that you have identified. Where can you get that information from? So you have to do some research. You also have to have time to evaluate yourself thereafter. Okay. So you do self evaluation before and self evaluation after. And then you have to make time for learning new materials. Yes. So you're going to have to buy those books, you're going to have to buy those courses. And people like me actually do one on one coaching time with Ama. So you have to make time and money for all those things if you want to make progress. You have to make time to attend conferences and seminars and all these people that are offering the material that you're looking for, the materials that will help you progress forward. You have to make time. And yes, it is going to cost you. And yes, that's why we talked about the mindset shift in the beginning. Okay. Also, you will have to believe in yourself. Okay. And I think that's it kind of goes back into the mind mindset shift. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you can do it, because most of the time we dismiss ourselves and we say, "Oh, I can't do that. That's too hard for me. That's for smart people and stuff like that." But you have to realize that within you, you are capable. It is within you. You just have to search it within you by letting yourself go that extra mile. Because when you go that extra mile, then you actually realize, oh, so I can actually do that. And then that helps you to press on to the next item and to the next item and to the next item. So believe in yourself, whatever you can do to keep yourself motivated and keep looking at the goal. Okay. So that is the brief intro that I wanted to do today. I know I have some time, but is there anybody over there that is listening, that is on the show? Because I'm not able to tell if there's anybody. I think I saw a comment from Amma, but I can't tell. Hi, Isaac. Isaac Coco, thank you. I see you're watching there. I really appreciate it. Anybody else? I just want to be able to say hi. Um, of course, hi. Thank you. Thank you so much. As we get to know each other, as we get to interact more, so that I can know your names when they pop up, and we can interact. This is going to be a more interactive session than me just talking, because I don't know everything. So your comments are welcome, your questions are welcome, all that. It's all welcome here. So the session today was pretty much me introducing myself. Like I say again, my name is Betty Small, and my Facebook page is Learn and Grow with Betty Small. And I'm here because thanks to Coach Ama, she believes in me. Since I started walking this journey with her, I think she has seen the potential that I have, and I thank her for giving me this opportunity to be here. And so we will be walking on this path together as we learn the few ideas that I may have that I can share with you guys as we walk in this journey together. Anybody else that is looking to make progress? I am. I am, because, like I told you guys, I've been a nurse for 13 years and I've done the doubles, I've done the triples, I've done the back to back, but all that has not really helped me. It helped me to some extent, but it's not sustainable in the long term. Hi, Margaret. How are you? Thank you for joining on this channel. So I am looking to make changes in my life. I am looking to find a way that I don't necessarily have to keep working these 12-hour shifts. And of course, you guys know, Amma talks about it, yeah, all the time. She talks about the 21st centuries, the 21st century skills that we need to obtain. Most of them, she has already talked about them. She talks about the Facebook monetization. She has the Facebook monetization class. She has the other one that is pro. She has different courses over there. She has the website building. So we are trying to learn other skills that have nothing to do with the jobs that we currently hold that can help propel us forward. That's all Amma is trying to do. She has already experienced it herself and it has worked out for her. So why not share the same information with other people if it's working? And I thank her because she's not been selfish at all. She has been selfless because she could have chosen to just keep all this information to herself. But no, because of her selflessness, here I am today. Because since I met her, oh my God, my life has transformed. My life has completely transformed. I have come into terms with my goals, and I am critically working on each one of them. The other thing that I want to mention to you guys also in this journey so far is if you have any goals, which everybody should have some goals, your short term goals and your long term goals, you need to think on paper, top, top. You need to think top, think on paper. Most of the time, and especially, I don't know, for me, the household that I grew up in, my parents really didn't sit us down to say, okay, these are the goals of the family. They have goals as our parents and goals for the family. We didn't have any of that. So I didn't know. Of course, I knew there is the importance of having goals, but nobody ever sat me down as a child, as my parents, to sit me down and tell me, okay, this is what it is, this is goals, and this is how you write them down, this is how you work towards achieving them. So you kind of always have them in your mind, and then you wonder why you're not really accomplishing them. You know, part of the reason why we don't accomplish our goals the way we want to is because we keep them in our brains and not on paper. If you want to accomplish your goals, you need to write them down. You need to write them down, one, two, three, four, whichever you put in the short term category and then long term category. And then underneath each of those goals, you need to put your strategy of how you're going to get to the end of that goal. Okay. You have to have a strategy under each one of the goals, the everyday steps that you're going to be doing to accomplish your goals. So, yes, that's another thing that I learned. You have to think on paper, remove those goals that you have in your head and put them on paper, and then strategize how you are going to reach out to those goals. And then in those strategies, those are the things that you should be doing on an everyday basis to get you to your end goal. Okay. So, yes, think on paper, stay on top. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was nice having you guys here today. For those of you who are able to join me, I really, really appreciate. Unless anybody has any questions, we will end this and then we can continue on Thursday on a different topic. Anybody has a question who I am, what I'm doing here, or want to know anything about me, you can just type it over there, and because this is a knowing each other session. So if you have a question wondering who's this lady on Ama's show, you're welcome to put it on there. Anybody there? Anyone there? I know we're on Facebook and YouTube. Oh, thank you, sis Ama. I know we're on Facebook and YouTube, but I'm not able to tell, because on Facebook you're able to see who's there and what they're saying. This one is a little different, but I guess I'll get used to it as time goes by. Okay. All right, good people. Like I said, once again, my name is Betty Small, and my Facebook page is Learn and Grow with Betty Small. On that page, currently, it's a new page. I just started it a couple weeks ago. It's a new page, so I am what the main thing that I'm doing there actually is, for those who are following me, I am trying to do a timeline on my weight loss journey. Okay, I started doing my weight loss journey at the beginning of last month. And no, I will not talk about that here. I will take you to my show. So if you want to know a little bit more about me and my journey for the weight loss and healthy eating and any tips that I can help you to get forward in terms of your health, join me. I actually lost 23 pounds for the month of August. Yes. So if you want to know a little bit more about that and how you can work towards your health goals, you can join me over there. And so we can chit chat a little bit over there, get to know me and all that. All right. I don't want to bore everybody, but thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. And I look forward to seeing more of you as we get to know each other better and learn as we go forward. All right. Thank you and have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. Have a good one. Bye.